loves, and welcome back to another video. Today we are reading an Inumaki, Toge, or Togi, or you say it, ex-listener. This one was requested by Juniper quite a while ago, but I'm finally fulfilling that request, so without further ado, let's get into the video. By the way, this is not written by me, this is written by AVEVE Gale on Wattpad. I will leave the link in the description below if you would like to check it out, so yeah. Dear Diary, I was peacefully eating my lunch under the large tree somewhere in the area of our school when someone sat beside me and stared at the food I was holding. He was drooling and his eyes were dazzling. He looked down at my food as if he badly wanted to eat it himself. Salmon. That was the first word I heard from him. Weak and feeble, but enough for me to hear it clearly. His voice was nothing but ordinary for a guy, but that did make a bigger impact pounding inside my chest unexplainably. The way he looked at my food, it seemed like he was looking at some girl, wanting her to be his. That's the perfect description of how he stared at my lunch. I asked him if he wanted some, and without any hesitation, he nodded his head and rapidly took some of my food from my lunchbox, especially the salmon ones. My lips grew wider into a smile seeing how cute he was eating the food offered to him. My day ended with him happily eating the food I offered, and I cursed myself once I went home. I didn't get his name. To that someone who sees salmon as something he treasures the most. The next day I saw you again sitting under the same large tree I met you yesterday. I found myself approaching you as I could barely control myself to stop walking any further. As I finally reached you, you looked up at me and smiled. The white-haired handsome boy just smiled at me. You smiled at me, and I won't deny it. But that smile made my heart pound in an instant as something brewing inside my stomach occurred. The first time I experienced something like this, just because of seeing your genuine cute smile. Dear Salmon, I still don't know your name, and it would be a little hard for me to write if I continued calling you to that someone who sees salmon as something he treasures the most. So I'll call you Salmon from now on, because ever since I met you, only one word I've heard from you, and that was the word salmon. Salmon is cute, right? But it would be cuter if only I knew your name. Dear Salmon, I saw you earlier. You were talking with a group of people. I think they're your friends since you seem to be comfortable while talking with them. I think you're still meek and quiet, even when you're with your friends. Are you really just quiet, or do you don't want to waste saliva? Anyway, I hope to see you again tomorrow, and I hope to see you again on the same spot I met you from before. I'll make sure to bring some salmon lunch. Dear Salmon, today you had been the same salmon guy I met before. You're still drooling while looking at my lunch, and I have no choice but to give you a part of it since I can't resist that cute smile on your face, non-verbally saying, "Can I have one?" Even if you don't beg, nor speak that you want one. I know you want one badly. You want to eat it. If I'm being honest, I want to hear your voice. The last time I heard your voice was the first day we met, but you only said one word, which was salmon. When will I ever get the chance to hear your voice again? How much longer will I have to wait to hear it? Dear Salmon, I haven't been writing for a week now since it's near examination week, and I really have to study all the lessons as I need to pass the exam for a better chance of getting into the university I want to study into. I wonder if we finish high school. Are you going to the same school as mine? Probably not. For the past few days, we often talk to each other. We often meet in the same spot under that huge tree, and somehow I feel contented, even if I still don't know your name. Even if you haven't spoken to me yet, I'm contented to know it is for now. I hope this won't end. Dear Salmon, I was afraid to ask you this earlier because I know you wouldn't want to waste your time speaking or explaining it to me, but why aren't you asking me my name? Is it because I haven't asked your name as well, or do you just not really care about knowing my name at all? Dear Salmon, I'm sorry if today my lunch wasn't salmon with rice. I know you're disappointed, but you still ate with me anyway. Dear Salmon, I accidentally bumped into one of your friends earlier. I was shocked that he knew my name, and he even told me that his name was Itamori. Isotori? I can't remember. But I was for sure there was Yuji something he said. And today I realized I'm stupid for forgetting to ask your friend what your name is. Dear Salmon, today you didn't go to our secret place. Is it because I haven't been bringing a salmon lunch with me anymore? I promised to bring salmon lunch tomorrow, just please come to the same place. Dear Salmon, the same day as yesterday, you didn't come. I was waiting for you, God knows how long. Just kidding, 30 minutes wouldn't hurt. Why haven't you been coming lately? I also rarely see you inside the school. Where the hell are you, Salmon? Dear Salmon, I approached that Itamori, I'll just call him Yuji, earlier and asked him where you were. He even laughed at me when I mentioned salmon as a description to describe you. I asked him your name, but he just laughed. Why was that guy even laughing at me? I'm never going to approach that Isatori guy ever again. Dear Salmon, you know what? I know now why you haven't been coming to the same place lately. It's because you finally have a girlfriend, right? I'm not sure if she's your girlfriend, but both of you look good together. But something's not right. I feel weird. Dear Salmon, I'm getting tired of waiting for you over and over again. Are you ever going to come back? Dear Salmon, today I was so happy. You came, even though it was some ordinary day in which you haven't spoke to me. I'm already content with that. At least you came and we ate lunch together again, finally. I had a chance to ask you earlier if that girl I saw you with last was your girlfriend, and as I expected, you didn't speak, but you did smile at me, which gave me an assurance, and something inside me felt relieved with that smile, although I know that smile doesn't really mean anything. Dear Salmon, I'm 5 minutes late because I had to do an errand for my homeroom teacher. But in that span of 5 minutes of being late, I saw you in that same spot we always meet. But not with me. That smile you once wore in front of me, you were wearing it with that same girl. Why am I feeling like this? I'm feeling something odd and extraordinary. I've never felt it before. Why does it hurt? Am I jealous? Dear Salmon, today I didn't come to our place. However, I saw you there while I was walking past the hallway. I didn't know whether you were waiting for me or that girl I saw you with yesterday, so I didn't approach you, as I knew it wasn't me you were waiting for. Dear Salmon, it's been 3 days since the last time we met in that same place, and for those 3 consecutive days, I always saw you waiting there, under the tree. I sometimes wanted to approach you, but my anxiety could never. And for this 3rd day, you saw me, walking along the ever-long hallway of our school building. You approached me. You ran towards my direction as I stopped walking, when your mouth suddenly agape, as one word came out from your lips that made my heart beat fast. Why-in, you called my name. And little did you know how much that one word coming out from your lips made the biggest impact inside my chest. Dear Salmon, I'm still shocked that you know my name. You probably got it from your friend Itamori. But isn't it too unfair? You know my name, but I don't know yours. Dear Salmon, everything went to normal. I decided to go to the same place every day from now on, since I don't have any choice as I can't resist you. And you do the same. I know you probably like someone else, or probably dating already, but this isn't wrong, right? I am already content that I'm able to see you every day on the same spot when we first met. I am already contented, but I can't help to think that this could be something much better. Am I a girl that you like? Dear Salmon, you like him, right? That was the first thing your friend asked me once I bumped into him earlier. It wasn't that Yuji guy, but someone who's more serious and more sensible, I guess. His face was blank while asking, but I was so sure I was going to answer yes. But given the fact that he's your friend and might just spill the tea on you once I admit it, I lied. I told him, nope, he's just my friend. And sadly, I didn't know how much I would regret that little white lie. Dear Salmon, today I've been different than usual. You haven't been smiling. You didn't even eat the salmon I offered you. You looked sad and down. I wanted to ask you what happened, but you won't answer otherwise. Dear Salmon, have I done something wrong? You're avoiding me, obviously. Even though you kept coming to the same place, you haven't been smiling or eating lunch I offer you. You don't even look at me like the way you used to. It's like the comfortable silence I already got used to before became an awkward barrier in between us these days. What happened, Salmon? What exactly happened? Dear Salmon, I'm trying to make you smile. Aren't you aware of it? It's obvious how much I'm trying so hard just to see that smile of yours you once always wore whenever you were with me. Even though I look stupid, even though I'm making weird things and even swallowing my pride and ego just to make you laugh, it isn't enough. I wonder what happened to your smile. Why did it fade like that? Am I just really boring to be with? Dear Salmon, it's been exactly 1 week now, and today's been the same as always. I feel like you're just coming to our place because you know there's someone waiting for you. Me. I feel like you're just coming for me not to get mad at you. At this very moment, I am desperate. I want to come back to where we used to. I want to see the same salmon guy I once knew before. Please, Salmon, smile for me again. Dear Salmon, is it possible to like someone whom you don't even know their name of, or what their class section is, or what their surname is, or where they live, or what their birthday is? I don't know much about you. I only know that you like salmon, that you're always quiet, that you're the white-haired, handsome, cute guy every girl in our school is talking about. But Salmon, I like you. Dear Salmon, today was an exhausting day. It made me fall on my bed once I went home. Today had never been the same. I confronted you, asking why you suddenly changed and why you were always looking bored whenever you were with me. But as always, you didn't answer. I cried in front of you. It was embarrassing. I know, I'm sorry if you ever have to see me like that again, but it was my first time feeling like this. Much to my surprise, you hugged me as tight as you could, and because of that, I cried even more. I felt your hand brushing against my back, comforting me as you mumbled, "Don't cry." That wasn't my first time hearing your voice, but it felt like the first and the last. It was soothing, it was comforting, even when you only said 2 words. I suddenly stopped crying. Dear Salmon, I wonder what kind of girl you like. Do you like more of a bad girl, or one that's nerdy, or the goody two-shoes? I wonder if I can meet that standard of yours, though I know maybe I still have a lot to try and conquer just to reach it. I want to be the girl you like, the ideal girl you want. Today I saw you with your friend, the one that was taller than you, probably named Megami. He was walking with you, with the same calm look on your face and the same silent demeanor you have. I even heard him calling your name, adding a senpai, but I didn't clearly hear it. Is it Isaki? I'm pretty sure your name starts with an I, although I still regret not being able to hear it clearly. I know I'm already close to knowing your name. Hang in there, Salmon. Dear Salmon, I like you. Those words came out from the girl's lips in front of you, confessing her love while handing you a box of baked cookies that she probably made for you. Jealousy. That was the first thing that crept inside me as I heard her say that. Although I'm already aware that there will be lots of competition, I need to win for liking a handsome guy like you. Damn, I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I can say the same thing in front of you without unintentionally shaming myself. I like you. I mumbled weakly, trying to compose myself and to the line to imagine whether I can truly say that to you or not. And as a shy, nervous girl I am, I know I can't. But is it bad if I told you that I'm happy when you just left the girl standing there speechless without any word, uttering to say something back from her confession? And at the same time, I got nervous. If I were that girl standing right in front of you, confessing my feelings for you, would you have done the same? Would you have left me speechless as well, showing sign of rejection? Dear Salmon, I had been feeling anxious these days, thinking of that day you rejected that girl. I didn't feel bad for the girl, to be honest, but I did feel sorry for seeing her being rejected like that, because I knew I would have burst out crying if I were in her shoes. The feeling I had hidden by myself was about to explode any moment. While I was beside you, in the same place we always meet, I cursed myself for 100 times, and until now, I'm still cursing myself and wanting to be eaten whole under the ground when my mouth suddenly spilled things that were beyond my expectations and beyond my consciousness. I like you, Salmon. Damn, I said it unintentionally, as if my mouth had a mind of its own. It didn't even move when I had been telling it to do so. My mouth is dumb, my mind is dumb, I am completely dumb. Because of shame and fear of rejection, I quickly stood up, running away from you as I heard your voice calling my name for a few times, but I didn't dare look back. Your POV. As I kept running along the ever-long hallway of our school building, I had been hugging my notebook filled with confessions and messages for the guy I named Salmon. I was so embarrassed that I had no courage to face him after the indirectly and unwilling confession that I like him, and even calling him Salmon out of nowhere. I hate my mouth, I hate my mind, I hate myself for having no courage to face him. Why am I always running away? Is it because I was too afraid that he might only leave after hearing my confession, so I did that first on his behalf? Am I too afraid of rejection? While I'm running as fast as I can and as far as I can, I stopped when I accidentally bumped into someone. The impact was enough to make the two of us fall to the ground. I was groaning in pain somewhere on my butt that landed first flat on the ground. Then I realized that someone I bumped into was none other than Salmon's friend named Megami. My eyes widened as soon as I saw him. I quickly stood up from my own feet, enduring the pain that collision caused me, and before he could see me, I quickly ran away from him, even hearing him yelling, "Sorry," even if it was me who was at fault. While I was running far, I reached the front gate of the school. There was a moment of realization. My notebook. I panicked as soon as I realized that I fucked up big time. I ran back in the direction where I ran off earlier, hopelessly praying that the notebook was still on site somewhere along the hallway where I ran off. I was panicking, nearly crying and overthinking as I realized that all my stupidity was in that notebook. All my stupid confessions and coward messages for Salmon was all on the contents of that notebook. I tried as hard as I could to search for it. I even asked a few students who I ran into earlier if they possibly had seen the notebook I was holding. However, none of them really seemed to notice it or care. All of them only shook their heads off. Some even gave me subtle and weird looks. I cursed myself loud internally as I covered my reddened face using my hands. My hopes started to desolate as I knew somebody probably already saw it and claimed it as theirs. Much to my concern, or probably will be the worst scenario, is they'll surely read the notebook's contents out of curiosity. My knees softened as I felt my feet weaken in the middle of the hallway I was sitting hopelessly at, not really caring whether I was blocking everyone's way. I don't care. All I care about now is my notebook and whoever that person was that took it. Salmon. My eyes widened when I suddenly heard that familiar voice. I will never forget it, even if I only heard it twice or thrice. That same voice I will probably never get tired of rooting to hear. My head turned up as I saw the Salmon standing in front of me, lending me a notebook, which was familiar to my sight, and much to my surprise, it was the notebook I was searching for. I quickly snatched it away from him as I stood, hugging my notebook as if I haven't saw it for ages. But I soon realized. Did you read the notebook's content? I was praying hopelessly that he hadn't read nor opened the book out of curiosity. I wanted to hear him say no, or probably just shake his head to clench the nervousness I was feeling. But much to my dissatisfaction, he looked down before slowly nodding. My fake smile soon faded in an instant as beads of sweat started to form on my forehead. That's the only feedback my filthy mouth let out to say, and as badly as I wanted to run away again, right now from the same shameful situation, I was busy laughing awkwardly. But I stopped when he suddenly pointed at my notebook, which made me look at him with squinting eyes in confusion. He probably noticed how much I was confused with what he did, that I totally did not understand what he was trying to convey. He flipped the notebook's pages over onto the page where I last had to write, and it was just earlier that I did. Shame started to creep down my spine as I knew he probably read it. What am I supposed to do? I asked him, stuttering. He signaled for me to flip the back page of the page that I had last written on, so I did what he told me to do so. As I flipped the front page, I saw the back of it. My eyes completely widened as my heart started to pound away inside my chest. I felt like my heart wanted to run out of its ribcage or something like that. I had never felt that before. Suddenly, it occurred brewing inside me, in the most satisfying way. There was something written on the back page of the paper that I don't remember writing, and it doesn't seem to be my handwriting. It's his handwriting, and he wrote it. Dear YN, my name is not Salmon. It's Inumaki Toge, and I like you too. Okay, so that is the end. I hope you enjoyed this story. I'm so proud of myself. It was like 31 pages and I finished. But yeah, again, you can find the authors in the you can find the author's link in the description below. I hate that I could not say shameful smile or shameful shameful. What if I just talked like that, and I just said everything with my saying, like, with the S's? What if I just said my S's like this? My cousin actually okay, whatever, I can't talk right now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and comment if you like this video. Also, Juniper Reeb, I hope you enjoyed because, yeah, I know I had it on my list for such a long time. And I completely apologize for that. Oh my god, my male British voice has finally accustomed. How do you like this? Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, goodbye, loves. Oh, bloody hell. There is an ad. This is why I hate ads, you guys. These freaking ads. Nobody wants you. Get out of here. Bloody hell, there's another freaking... As badly as I wanted to run away again, right from this shameful situation. The shameful situation. The shameful. I was busy. What if I just talk like this? Okay. I never thought you are still meek and quiet. Wait, what? My snake file, who I think we're your friends, since you seemed how much that one word coming out from your lips made the biggest impact inside my chest. I almost died of breath.